Hello students, welcome to Pathak's Computer Academy online classes. In the previous video, we learned about the Home tab in MS Word. Today we will see the Insert tab in detail. So, the functionality under the Insert tab are as follows. The functionality related to pages like page break, new page insert, functionality related to tables, illustrations, links, header and footers, text, and symbol will be covered. So, as the name suggests, in your document, if you want to insert something that elaborate your document or concept in a efficient manner, then the functionality are under Insert tab, like images, shapes, charts, and many more. So we have to look each of them one by one. This is the pictorial representation of Insert tab. In Insert tab, you will see the section related to pages here, section related to table, how to create a table, how to design a table. Other than this, the functionality related to illustration. As the name suggests, we want to illustrate something using shapes, picture, chart, then this section will be useful. After that, you will see the section related to header and footer, where you can insert page number, author name, and all other related information related to your document. The other aspect like hyperlink, cross-reference, bookmark is also can be used in your document as per your need. And at the last, you will see something special like equation, symbols, etc. The symbols that are not included in your keyboard and you want to insert in your document, then this section of symbol can be beneficial. We will look in a while. Don't worry. So first of all, we will see the functionality related to pages. These functionality are to insert a page break, to insert a new page. Sometimes you think that from a particular position of your document, a page break or a new page is needed. Then how it is to be done? I'm going to illustrate through example. So this is a Word document. Let's see, from this paragraph, I want to insert a page break. So click on the particular area, go to the Insert tab, then in the page section area, click on Page Break. You will see the upper portion are in a previous page, and after the page break, all other contents are appeared below. I think it is very clear to you. Now, sometimes you see that you want to insert a new page rather than a page break. So what is the difference? The difference is only that when you use page blank, then the content under the cursor are appeared in the next page of the new page. While in page break, the content below the cursor are appear in the same section. You will see the difference. I have clicked here. Now go to the insert. In the page section area, click on blank page. Now you will see the above part are here, and between the below part there is a new page is included, and after that page the remaining part of your document will see. This is the major difference between page break and blank page. I think it is very clear to you. Now, the most important topic is how to create or how to insert a table in your document. So what is table? Table is a combination of row and columns where you can put your data in row and column order. So I am going to illustrate in with example. So let's take an example here. Click wherever you want to insert a new table. Go to the Insert tab. In Tables section, click on Table. You will see the drop-down menu where you can select the by default size of the table. I have taken 4 by 4. Now, as soon as you have clicked on the table, you will see that the two subsection of the tabs will appear beside the view tab. What are they? They are design tab and layout tab. These two tabs are related to the table. All the functionality related to tables can be changed in these two tabs. Now, so this is how we create a table. Now I am going to give you some functionality of table, like how to merge a column, how to merge a row, how to change the border, and so on. I have given a column name like serial number, name, marks, and roll number. It's just an example. Now, 1, 2, 3. Now, if I need Let's take something different. Name, subject, subject 3. Okay. So if in class 1, for example, in period 1 and period 2, in Monday, there is a lab have to be conducted. So I have to merge these two periods in a single one. So how you would give this? Either you can say this lab 1, lab 1, but it doesn't look good. Okay, for example, science lab. Because in these two periods, the same lab is to be conducted. So these two cells are merged into a single one. So how it is to be done? So I am going to delete the data. Select the cells you want to merge. Okay, clear? And after that, go to the layout tab. There is a merge section you will see. Click on merge cell. Now, these two cells are merged into a single one. Now I can write science. That's all. Okay. Like this, sometimes we have to merge column. For example, if Tuesday and Wednesday, the first period will be of math class. So rather than write 2 times math, I can use merging. So how? Select the cells as previous, go to the layout subsection, and in merge section, you can click on merge cell. Now you can see the effects will see. Now you can see here this math. Okay. Clear? So like merge, you can also divide a particular cell into more than one with the help of split cells. So how? For example, in Wednesday, period third will be taken by 2 faculty. So this period will be divided into 2 parts. So how it will be done? Click on the particular cell, go to the layout section, click on split cell. A split cell dialog box will be appear. Now number of faculty will be 2. So number of column is needed 2. Number of rows will be 1. Click on OK. So here you can see that faculty 1 and faculty 2. Like this, you can create a beautiful timetable of your class. Okay. Other than this, you can change the border of your table. So how it should be done? Click on the table. Okay. Go to the design tab. Click on borders. Go to the border and shading properties. From the style section, you can choose a particular border. Width can be decided by you and click on OK. Now the border of the table will look like whatever you have chosen. So these are some functionality under the table section. Okay, clear? How to create, add rows. Okay, now sometime it is needed that whatever you have taken earlier, the number of rows and number of columns, now it is to be changed. For example, I have to add Thursday row after this Wednesday row. So how it is to be done? Click on the row from where you want to add or insert a particular row, either above or below. Go to the layout tab. There will be a rows and column section will be appeared. Click on insert below. The new row will be created. Like this, you can insert a row above any row. Now, if you want to add some row, some column, then click on a particular column, go to the layout tab. In rows and columns section, insert left or insert right button will be appeared. Click on insert right. Now the new column will be added in your table and you can do whatever you want. I think it is very clear to you. Now, the next, the most important, most comes in your exam is header and footer. So first of all, what is header and footer? Header and footers are important items to add to your documents to give them a professional look and feel. A header could have information on the document like title, author name, version of your document, etc. While a footer is useful as it contains things like page numbers and dates. Okay? So the information related to your document will be under header and footer section. So how it is to be done? I'm going to give you with example. This is your main content. Okay. Now, if you want a header, go to the insert tab. There is a header and footer section. Okay. Click on header. Now, a drop down menu list will be given. Which type of design you want to insert in your header section. You can choose. Now I have taken this. As soon as I have clicked a particular design, the header section is now active and the main content of your document is now deactive. Now you can change the content of your header as per your need. For example, I am going to write the author name like Himanshu. And want to change the year 2000, like for example 2020. Whenever you have completed with your header section, in the design section, close header and footer option will be there. Click on that. Now you will see that the main content of your document is now active and the header section is now deactive. Like this, you can create or add header in your document. Now in every page, the Himanshu and 2020 will be appeared like this. The second page, in another page, in the previous page, you will see. The same thing can be done with your footer. Go to the Insert tab. In header and footer section, click on footer. Choose a particular design and change the data as per your need. And after that, close header and footer. Now the page number will be appeared in lower section of your document, of your each page. First page, second page, and the third page. I think it is very clear to you what are the purposes of header and footer. Okay. So the next one is illustration. As the name suggests, you want to illustrate your concept with some picture, some diagram, some art, then this section will be useful. The first thing, if you want to insert a picture, so how it is to be done? For example, I want to insert an image over there. Click the area where you want to insert a picture. Okay. Go to the insert section. There is an illustration part. Click on picture button. The dialog box will be appeared. Navigate where your picture is available. I have taken anyone and click on insert. The page will added a new picture in it. This is the very simple procedure. Okay. The same thing can be done with clip art, shapes, smart art, and chart. If you want to add some analysis part with your data, then chart can be created and inserted. Chart can be of any type. There are various types are available. As per your need, you can take in and change the data accordingly. One important thing you have to remember, whenever you want to clear or create the shape, always first of all take a canvas. When you have taken canvas, after that you can create anything as per your need. If you want to insert some chart or flow chart, to depict the concept of your subject, then this shape section will be useful. Now, what are the advantage of taking canvas? Now, sometimes it is to be taken care of that this diagram is to be appeared somewhere else in your document. Now, if you by using canvas, you can move the document as per your need. For example, if I want to insert that picture over here, so click on that, the whole document, the whole shape are come at once. Otherwise, your shape can be disordered. That doesn't look good. Okay, I think it is very clear to you. Other than this, a smart art is also available. If you want to design something pictorial good, then this type of list cycles process can be used. Okay, like this. I have taken this picture. For example, I have taken anything else like exercise, food, good health. Okay, you depict any pictorial representation as per your need. If you taken care of your good health, then you have to take care of your food and exercise. So by using shapes, smart art, you can insert picture as per your requirement. Okay, with the help of clip art, you can insert some movies, some sounds in your document. I have already described what are the shapes. Okay, and we have to taken care of that. Whenever you want to draw a shape, always take a canvas before taking any other shapes. This will help you to move your whole diagram at once. To insert a diagram, you can create a smart art graphic. It is a visual representation of your information that can quickly and easily create, choosing from among many different layouts to effectively communicate your message or ideas. Already discussed how to insert a chart. Now, the next section is link. So, what is bookmark? If you are reading a novel or a book, after 1 hour of your reading, there is a ribbon in your book which can be used as a bookmark so that you can remember that I have read the previous pages. Now I have to start from here. Like this, if you want to remember some places of your document, location, or a selection of a text, then the bookmark is very useful. Okay, You might use a bookmark to identify the text that you want to revise at a later time. Okay? For example, there is a document that have a lot of pages in it. You start reading from page 1 and go to the page 10, 20, 25, and after that you stop the reading. Now, in the next attempt, how could you know that from where I have to start? Then this time the bookmark is needed. For example, now I have completed the section above the cursor. Now I have to read from here in the next day. So for remembrance, I have taken this section, click on, select the section, go to the bookmark, give something, day 2, and then click on add. Okay? So whenever you come and open that page, now you've forgotten from where I have to start with. But you remember that I have created the bookmark. So click on bookmark section. There is a day 2 bookmark name. Click on go to button. Now, the section from where you have to start is appeared in your front of you. This is the advantage of your bookmark section. Clear? Now, what is hyperlink? As the name suggests, if you want to move from your page to another page, either in other document or in the same document or over the internet, then this section, the hyperlink, is very useful. For example, I have taken this word, click on hyperlink button, okay, and after that there is a link, existing file or web page, place in this document, create new document, email address. So I have taken a web page. So www.google.com. Okay, clear? Browse page, click on browse page, www.google.com. Okay, and then www.google.co.in. Okay, click on OK. Now this section will appear over here. Sorry, hyperlink, text to display online, where to go, google.co.in, click on OK. Now, the hyperlink data is now highlighted with blue color and underline. Whenever you want to click on, want to know about online, what is online, then move the cursor over there. There is a tip, control plus click. I have to click on control button. The mouse cursor is converted into hand, and now click the mouse. Now, after some time, you will see that you are surfing with the google.co.in. Okay, here it is taking time because of the slow internet. Okay, so for linking something on the internet or other files, this hyperlink can be useful. Okay, the same thing can be done with cross reference. So what is cross reference? Refer to items such as headings, figures, and tables by inserting a cross reference. If you want to verify the data, then this option is useful. Hyperlink I have covered. How now the next section is related to text. How to insert a word art object. It is very simple. If you want to design your text something differently, so in insert section, the text subsection will be appeared. With the help of word art, click over there where you want to insert a word art. Click on word art option, choose a particular design and write anything, whatever you want. Now, this hello will look differently in your document. So as per your need, whatever the text you want to insert in something differently, you can use with the help of word art. With the help of text box, what can you have to be done? Just click wherever you want to insert text box, click on insert, choose a particular design. Now, a text box will be appear. You can write anything. Hi, I am Himanshu. Whatever. Okay. Other than this, what is drop cap? It is used to create a large capital letter at the beginning of your paragraph. In your book, you can see easily some letter of the paragraph is appeared in caps lock. So how it is to be done? With the help of drop cap. Like this, I'm going to give you with the help of some example. For example, I want to insert a drop cap in this paragraph. Click on the paragraph, go to insert tab. Okay. Click on drop cap and then choose a particular design, whatever you needed. Now, here you can see that a 4 will now appear something big. This is the advantage of drop cap. Now, and at last, symbols have to be covered. So as the name suggests, it is used to insert symbols that are not on your keyboard, such as copyright symbol, trademark symbol, Unicode characters, etc. For example, I want to insert a symbol. So go to the Insert tab, click on Symbol button, go to the More Symbols, choose a copyright sign and click Insert button. Close. Now the copyright button will be appeared. This document is related to Pathak's Academy. Like this. Whatever you have needed, you can use like this. And what are the purpose of equation? If you want to write any equation related to your subject like chemistry, math, then equation will be used. Or if you want to insert some mathematical functions like sum, square root, then this option will be done. Click on equation button, area of a circle. Some other equation you can type. For example, 2 into 3 into 4, whatever you have needed. Okay. Save as new equation. Name of the equation you can write down. In which category this equation will be underlined, you have to choose, and many more. Okay. There are various structures, various equation you will see. Less than, greater than, Fahrenheit, Celsius, under root, and various function related to maths as well. This is not the part of a computer teacher. That's why I am just giving you a scenario of this. Okay. So that's all for today. Today we learned about the basic functionality of Insert tab. As the name suggests, whatever you want to insert in your document, all the functionality are under Insert tab. The most important topic are tables and header and footers. In the next class, we will start page layout tab in detail. Thank you so much.